Hello, everybody. Today we're going to continue talking about nouns. Last time we talked about common nouns and proper nouns. Let's watch this video so we can review the difference.
Hello, grammarians. I'd like to bring up the idea of the difference between a common and a proper noun. So the difference between a common and a proper noun is simply the difference between something with a name and a more generic version of that thing. I'll give you a couple of examples right off the bat. So speaking generally, I am from a city. The specific city that I'm from is Chicago. I could talk about a frog, generally, but if I were speaking of a specific frog, I would say Kermit. The difference between a common and a proper noun is merely the difference between a general thing, so the side is more general, and a specific thing. It's a continuum. So if you are speaking of, let's see, a river, any old river, that's a common noun. But if you're talking about a specific river, and it's a named river here, that would be the Nile, say. You could talk about a mountain, and that would be a common noun because there are many mountains. But if you wanted to talk about a specific mountain, say Mount Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, that's a proper noun. So here are the properties of proper nouns. Proper nouns are always capitalized. And that means that instead of using a little letter A like that, you would instead use a big letter A like that. Common nouns are only capitalized if you find them at the beginning of sentences. So you might say, mountains are my favorite. But you would also say, Kilimanjaro is my favorite mountain. And that is a lowercase, non-capitalized m, as opposed to this one, which is uppercase. So that's the difference between common and proper nouns. If you're talking about something general, it's a common noun. If you're talking about something specific, it's a proper noun. And the difference between them is that you capitalize a proper noun. You can learn anything. David out.
Okay, so as we see here, common nouns are something general, something that doesn't have a specific name, like a city, a frog, a river, a mountain. You could also say TV show, teacher. But on this side, it is the name of something, and so it has a capital letter, like Chicago is the name of a city. If we were talking about St. Paul, we would capitalize S and P in St. Paul. Kermit is the name of a frog, a famous frog. I'll show you a picture of him in a minute. The Nile is the name of a river, just like the Mississippi River is the name of a river in Minnesota. Kilimanjaro is the name of a mountain, a specific mountain that's in Tanzania, which is in Africa. So when we're looking at common nouns, we know they have a lowercase letter, unless they're at the beginning of a sentence. And on this side, we know proper nouns always have a capital letter. Always, 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 because they're the name of something. Just like your name always should start with a capital letter. Okay. Oh, wait, let me show you. I promised I'd show you a picture of Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog is a famous frog, and he's from cartoons. You maybe have seen him before, and he sings this little song often.
Bring your outdoor vision to life with Belgard fire pits and paver bricks.
Ah, skip the ads, skip the ads. Here we go. guess he plays the guitar, the banjo.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me.
Okay, that was just for fun. That's Kermit. He's a frog. Frog. Common noun. It's a regular thing. But Kermit is a name of a specific frog. It's this frog's name. So it's a capital letter. He's singing a song. A song is a regular everyday thing. It's a common noun. But the name of the song that he's singing is called The Rainbow Connection. The Rainbow Connection is the name of the song. So it is a proper noun and it is capitalized. Okay, so I would like for us to take a look back at our class the other day when we did the common and proper noun assignment. Oops, wrong spot. Maybe it's here. Yes. Let's take a peek at this. Some of us turned it in a little bit late, and some of us didn't quite get it all correct, but that's okay. You can use this time to make some changes, and I'm going to show you how to do it. All right, so if the noun is a common noun, you're just going to write on the line common noun. But if it's a proper noun, you're going to rewrite. That means to write again the noun using capitalization. That's the big letters. Remember, big letters, like instead of starting with a lowercase a, it would be a uppercase A. Instead of a lowercase d, you would start with an uppercase D. So I want you to make sure that you write these nouns correctly. So you're not going to write Niagara Falls for every answer, and you're not going to write proper noun for every answer. You're going to turn it into a proper noun. So let's see how to do that. For this one right here, it says March. March is the name of a month. January, February, March, right? So March is the name of a month. So would that be a common noun or a proper noun if it's a name? Think, think, think. If you said proper noun, you are correct. And to make that a proper noun, you need to capitalize it. I can't write on my screen right now, but I'm going to just show you that you would write out with a capital letter M-A-R-C-H, March. March is actually a month, and month, it's a common noun. So on this line, you would just write common noun like you did here. The next one says day. What day? Tuesday, Wednesday, tomorrow, yesterday? We don't know. It just says day. Day is a common noun. This says Tuesday. We know Tuesday is a specific day of the week. So instead of writing proper noun, we're going to write Tuesday, and we're going to make sure we have a capital T for Tuesday. Let's do two more. This says holiday. Holiday is something that we celebrate, but there are many holidays. Some of us celebrate Eid, and that's a holiday. Some of us celebrate Christmas, and that's a holiday. Some of us celebrate Easter or Valentine's Day. Those are all examples of holidays. This word holiday is just a regular common noun. But the next word for number 6 is Christmas. Christmas is the name of a holiday. And so we're going to write that with a capital C because it is a proper noun. Okay? My children are screaming. Children is a common noun. But the name of my children, Emily, Ben, and Lillian, those are proper nouns because they are their names. Now, we are going to take a look at your assignment for today where you're going to do some more practice with common and proper nouns. We have today's assignment, common and proper nouns. Remember, a common noun names a general person, place, or thing. For example, I went to the city. We already know city is a common noun. The man was kind. We know that man is a common noun because what man are we talking about? I don't know. A proper noun names a specific person, place, or thing. Always capitalize the first letter of a proper noun. Here's an example. I went to San Francisco. That's the city in California with this big bridge. It's called the Golden Gate Bridge. I have driven across it before. It's very beautiful. Mr. Brown was kind. Mr. Brown is the name of a man, so it's a proper noun. You're going to go on a little search in your assignment today. You are going to underline. When I say underline, we mean make a line underneath the common nouns, and you're going to underline proper nouns. But you're going to need to do something a little different. You're going to need on Notability to use blue and to use red, okay? So listen to what you're going to use blue and red for, please. So I'm going to write on this board the sentence that you see for number 1 because I can't draw on this for some reason. So it says, ooh, my house is very loud right now. The house is on Main Street. I hope you can see that okay. Let's turn it. The house is on Main Street. We need to underline the common nouns with a blue crayon, and we need to underline the proper nouns with a red crayon. I have markers. We have a hint. It's telling us there's one common noun and that there's one proper noun in this sentence. So the house is on Main Street. I have a special guest student today. Her name is Emily Tinty. She's my daughter. She's in 4th grade. Emily is going to help us out. So Emily, it says the house is on Main Street. You know that nouns are people, places, and things. There's something here that's a common noun. It means it's not capitalized. Do you think you can find the common noun and underline it with a blue marker? Very good. She underlined house in blue. That's correct. It's a common noun. No capital letter. Okay, there's also one proper noun. It's kind of tricky because it's 2 words, but they're capitalized because they're the name of a house. Emily, can you underline the proper nouns in this sentence? Hey, all right. Good job, Emily. High five. Thank you. Now it's your turn. You are going to read these questions and decide what should I underline in blue because it's a common noun and what should I underline in red because it's a proper noun. I want to read the sentences to you first and then you can practice on your own. So number 2 says, Karen, it looks like Karen, but it's a name, a girl's name. Karen played with her sister. Karen played with her sister. One word in here is the name of someone. And the other noun in here is a more general word. You're going to look to underline. There's one common noun and one proper noun. Number 3 says Fran, that's also a name. Fran went to Furry Friend's pet shop. Whew! No